Hi, this is Stacy Holtzberger, and our first session on the Remind.com website brought you background information, benefits, and why it's useful, and we set up an account together. Today, we're going to set up creating a class, and so basically, we are still in our account where we created the Remind website account for our students. So you would click the Create a Class. I would name it for the right year, let's say 2019, 2020. And then notice that it just creates a class code for you to share with students. And then I would make sure I have the right school chosen and check that I will only message people who are 13 or older. So creating a class, basically, our class is now created. All you had to do was go through entering that information, just deciding what you would like to name it, and then the code that it gives you. So if you click on that class, it kind of shows you some different things. It shows you that people in this class can see and message each other. I always turn this off so that my students cannot see and message each other. These are just messages coming from the teacher, from myself, and then students can respond or parents can respond to my message, but that's the only communication that can happen, and that just creates a safe environment for the students and for the school. As far as owners, if you have a co-teacher, you can add another owner for a co-teacher who would also like to send messages out. And so that you have the ability to do that as well. You can also click on the settings up in the right-hand corner. That will take you also to this same place where you can adjust the settings. If you want to edit your icon, if you want to change kind of the icon for the class, since this is an English class, I might choose a book. And you can change the code. If this is kind of a difficult code you think for your students to understand, sometimes I use the first four letters of my last name and then maybe 1920, since that will be the year, or 2021 if we pretend that we're even further ahead. And I've practiced on this, so it might take me a while. Maybe I would use Willard. That is my middle school. And it likes that. So that's what I would probably make the class code. And it asks you to be sure you want to change it. So again, that's creating a class. Then that will allow you, once your class is created, you can do messages, you can share files. And then for people, you can add people to the class different ways. You can add them automatically. You can print a PDF to show students or to send home with students. You can do in-person instructions where you have the students take their phones out and just enter this code and enter this to this number. Or you can share a link maybe on your website for parents to access. So there are different ways that you can get students and parents and teachers to sign up for your Remind messages. And again, these three ways, I usually use these for different things. The PDF I usually send home with parents in a welcome packet at the beginning of the year. The in-person instructions I usually do with students during class. The link I usually post on my website so students and parents can access that throughout the whole year. So that was our second session on creating a class in Remind. Our third session will be on actually assigning information and actually attaching information and sending Remind messages. Thank you.